Hello, YouTube. We're going to talk about some interesting things in our drinking water tonight. So, thank you for coming, and we will get this thing rocking and rolling. Thank you very much. And here I am. Yeehaw! We'll see if I can't get this thing fired up. Hey there, Sterling. How you doing, brother? How's it going? AZ, how you doing? Getting my chat all taken care of here. I'm a wreck today. I've been out in the rain and stuff working, and I look really grouchy. So I was like, okay, I won't bless y'all with my beautiful, beautiful saggy hair down on my face, wet head. The wet head is back. So, hey AZ, how you doing? Thank you for coming, Sterling. Beto, hey, how you doing? Good seeing you. Thank you for coming. Can y'all hear me okay? $70, not here. It is good, good, good. Thank you, Sterling. It is coming down. I've been working out in there, got my brother off, and it was a fun day working in the rain. Well, I worked on it yesterday when it wasn't raining, but didn't get it finished until today. So he's on his way in, which is a good thing. So he needs to get back to work. So getting close to that 5 o'clock time. Yeehaw! Was was my mind went to, was Sal still streaming over there? AZ or Beto, did was he still over there streaming? Hey, hey Barbara, thank you for coming. I'm in Arizona. I'm had a long day today. I've been up since 4. I'm in Portland, Oregon. Sterling, you're bad. You're bad, Sterling. Oh Lord. Oh gosh. You're bad. Well, let's see if we'll check and see if he's still streaming. Yeah, he's still streaming. He's got 423 thumbs up, and he's still streaming. So he might shut it down. I don't know. YouTube is getting really mad at me. They won't. They're giving me a hard time about my ad blocker. They don't like that. He's asking questions. Let's see here. Come on now. Oh no, I think he's done. Okay. Hey, Silver Patriot, thanks for coming. Mark, thank you for coming, brother. Nickel Stacking, how you doing there, brother? It's good to see y'all. I was trying to find out if Sal was still streaming over there. Looks like he's done. So, and I'm a wet mop today. So, is Happy Sunday is a great day. Yes, Mark, Happy Sunday. It is Sunday, and it is a great streaming Sunday. Silver Patriot, have you had good evening? Have you had any more bear meat walkthrough? There's a link if you want to come up, Nickel. Sterling's coming up. There he is. How you doing there, Sterling? Glad you came up.
We're on the other side.
Pardon? You were partly muted.
Oh, so popping my chat out so that I can go over to the other side.
Oh, okay. There you go. I have to do that too.
I'll be right with you.
Oh Lord, how you doing, fan? I couldn't get Nickel was timed out by Barbara. Oh Lord. How you doing, fan?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good. I see you got you missed a 10-second timeout there, brother.
Oh, I was coming up when she did all that. So
that's what I figured. I saw that 10. I said 10 seconds. Oh Lord, that was funny. Hey, Lucky Star, how you doing? Thank you for coming here, my dear.
Lucky Star, Gold Aztec.
Do you see Trump there? Do you see his Sterling Silver Trump?
He's looking good.
I bet Barbara would like to have one of those.
I'm sure she would. Send me 3 ounces and I'll make you one. Then I like the next thing right after the Trump, the FJB coin.
Yeah. I don't think she'd like to have that.
And that's going to be the new bar for Miss Ida. The YouTube's best of the best coin community bar.
Is that what you're doing, Sterling?
I'm going to do, as much as she can afford. I am not really making anything off of them from her, but I'm charging her enough to cover my expenses.
Right. Yeah. How much does that thing weigh?
Almost 1.2.
Okay. Oh, we hear a little puppy.
Yeah. 18 years old and blind.
Oh wow!
Blind, can't see a thing. So he goes nuts when the big dog moves.
Mark B, he gave to the Trump fund after all this. I told him if I run for Congress under the Trump party, would he give me a donation? He said, yeah. So.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was something, that verdict and everything like that. It's just like they've just increased his poll numbers and everything. So,
well, what do you think it's going to be like when they put him behind bars in another week and a half?
Oh yeah. See that?
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if there's not riots.
He's brought in about 60 million over this
They
already.
said 53 million in 24 hours.
Wow.
Well, I don't know how much there was after that, but that's the number I've seen quoted.
Did Barbara? Did you buy your Trump hat, your mega hat?
No, but I think that she's going to send me 30 ounces so that she can get 10 of these Trump busts.
Yeah, he's asking her in the chat. So,
she's laughing. Yes, I tell you that you got to get a mega hat.
yeah, the sentencing is going to be 4 days before the Republican
Convention.
Yeah, can you
know what,
imagine?
He does not have to be there. He can do his speech remotely.
Yep. And you know what I think he ought to do? I think they ought to remove the Republican convention to July 4th and nominate him on July 4th.
I think what I think they ought to do is move the convention to the jail he's in.
Now that would be funny.
I saw somebody suggesting in their live stream, or not their live, but their news broadcast stream, that on the day of the sentencing, that the military is going to step up and go and round up all of the criminals that are running Washington.
Really? You think so?
I don't believe that for a second, but it was kind of interesting to see somebody do a professional video.
Hey, there's a hat for you, Barbara. Oh, Lord.
Snake bite. Hello.
Mark B, how you doing? There's your a hat there, Barbara. We're gonna mail it to you. I gotta have a picture with it on your head, okay? Yeah, Sin City, you might be right. There may be riots like what Sterling was saying. So,
well, there are a number of people that are saying that Antifa and that group might get dressed up like Trump supporters and start riots.
that's very possible.
That would not surprise me.
Oh, the FBI, because that's what they did January 6th.
Well, the Antifa is just an extension of the FBI, CIA, NSA, whatever the hell 3-letter alphabet soup garbage out of DC there is.
Yeah, that's
and that includes the IRS, Barb.
Yeah.
Barbara says she's not going to wear the mega hat. So come on now, we got to have a picture of you with a mega hat on.
You can keep your sunglasses on. That's okay.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You can keep your sunglasses.
You can tell everybody you're really 79. We don't mind.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, God. Oh.
I got to flip this up FJB coin over so you can see the other side of it. Because that's what really makes it.
I can't hardly see it, but it looks like a frog.
No, it's a poop emoji.
Oh, okay.
But you could make my picture big so that you could see it better.
I think I will. Hang on here. We're gonna make it solo layout. There we go. Let's see how that looks. We gotta have the
And that the flying squirrel is from D's Big Nuts. Angel ordered that.
is that right?
Yeah.
That Trump looks so sharp, don't it?
It
That's my
does. That
favorite.
looks, I mean, that's a good job.
You send me 3 ounces and I'll make you one just like it.
That's 73 ounces.
No.
Send him 3.
It's
Oh, send
44,
3.
it's 44 grams.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 73 ounces. And holy
Send-
crap!
Send
Yeah,
me 3 ounces.
I
And I'll
totally
make you one
understand.
and send it back to you.
Oh Lord. Oh gosh. That's funny. That's funny.
Tom, if it wasn't the very first one, I would not have cleaned it up. I learned an awful lot on that one, though. I definitely need to set my mold up better because that had so much crap on it. But I worked on it since Friday, and he's looking good now. I've even got his hairline right. There's a lot of filing on there.
Better tell Barbara. He's at 310 electoral votes if the election was held today, and he may be at 315 in the next poll. I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, it's going to be. Barbara saying she was on the jury.
I bet. Oh no!
If she was on the jury, by the beginning of next month, she'll be worth millions.
Well, I'll tell you this:
when they get the payoff.
If she was on the jury, Trump would have got the death sentence. Forget.
Hey, the sentencing has not happened yet.
Oh Lord! Oh gosh!
They'll probably sentence him to death by crucifixion.
You know what's really funny about the whole trial? They can't even determine what
the
lie
crime was?
Do I?
Yeah. They don't. They do not have a crime that they charged him with.
Exactly. There's
he
no
doesn't know.
crime.
He does. I'll make this prediction to Barbara. Barbara said she predicted convicted on 34 counts. I'm going to predict a overturn of 34 counts.
I predict he'll spend about 72 hours incarcerated.
I tell you, it's something. That is something.
But if he's incarcerated for more than 3 days, this federal Supreme Court will step in.
Lucky Star's got a really, really good point about the jury. Can you imagine being one of those jurors and how your life could be on the line?
Oh my Lord! If any of them would have said he wasn't guilty of anything, the media would have come out. They would have said, "This is where he lives."
Oh, they never would have come out of the jury room. They would have had him for lunch and would have replaced him with an alternate.
I know.
The media would have said, "This is where they live. This is where they work. This is where their kids and their grandkids go to school. This is their kids and grandkids' bus number." That's exactly what they would have done. So the pressure was on to find him guilty of whatever they were finding him guilty of, which none of them know. But they said, "Hey, that's what they want us to do. We'll do it." And the judge led that jury to do that. Yeah, there's so many ways to overturn this. There's 100 things that could overturn all this on Supreme Court. And they will.
And what's really, for that judge to do that, he is, he could be reprimanded for what he did.
Well, no, he'll be disbarred and probably charged with treason.
Oh, he'll retire. He'll retire. Won't nothing happen to him. He'll just say, "I'm retiring," and they'll say, "Okay."
That's probably the most likely, but they could charge him with treason.
I think he's a nut. If you ask my opinion, he's as weird can be.
Barb?
Only in New York or California could a guy like that even be a judge.
One thing I want you to consider, Barb, is why starting back at the second year of Trump's presidency did they start spending $500 million at Gitmo to increase the facility's capacity. There's a whole bunch of them are going to be charged with treason, and it'll happen all at once.
I already told Barb he led the jury to make their decisions. He basically told them to do it. I mean, he led them down that road. And you're not supposed to do that if you're a judge, and he did. And when one witness came in for Trump, he took him into the chambers and chewed him out because he was saying things that was in Trump's favor. I hear they threatened one guy 17 years in prison if he didn't testify the way they wanted. I even heard that. So
stuff like that, I'm going to have a hard time believing. But you know that they handpicked everybody that was on that jury. And then on top of that, they probably blackmailed them as well.
That wouldn't surprise me at all, Sterling, about what everything's going on and stuff like this. It's really crazy. Yes, they did, Steve. The Constitution was really stomped on hard.
Yeah. And if they can do it to him, a former president, we don't have a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would never visit New York because, who knows what they might do. And I'll tell you this, a lot of businesses are going to leave because how many businesses do the same thing that Trump did with the banks? And even the bank guy came in and said, hey, what he did was normal. We'd like to do business with him again. Everybody does it. All businessmen do it. You always overinflate things to get a better deal. They all do it. So are they going to go after every businessman in New York? No, of course they're not going to. And more importantly, if Trump did all this and he's so evil, he's so bad, why didn't they go after him years ago before he even tried to run for president? Why didn't they go after him then? So it's political. All the people know it's political. They know it's trying to hamper him from running for president again. Everybody sees it. The only
Barbara,
people that don't is
on Friday, Freedom of Information got the unredacted transcript released from Biden's interview with the investigator that said he was not cognizantly able to be tried for the crimes he committed. And the White House admitted that they doctored what they put out originally. What came out absolutely proves that Biden is incompetens mentis. He's not going to be president for very long. He might be out by the 4th of July.
Now that would be something if they actually did do that and got somebody else in there.
How about Robert De Niro destroying his career?
Oh, man.
Getting booed. He lost an award over it. And now he's getting booed. And who's going to want to work with him? Who's going to?
Exactly.
It's going to be Michael Obama that's going to be running for the Democrats. Have you ever heard the term mohap?
Mohap?
Mohap.
No, I have
Obama
not.
has a penis. Mohap.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Hey, there's Zardoff. Thank you for coming, Zardoff. How you doing there? There's a link if you want to come up, Eagle Steve or Steve C. There's a link if you want to come up in the stream.
Yeah, anybody's got Trump merchandise, come up and show it. You got to show Barbara all the things you can get. So when she finally gets it, she can have her choice what she wants to buy, what's out there.
But Obama needs Biden out of the way. But there's a reason why they pushed him. He's insane. He's easy to remove.
Yep. That's exactly right. I
And
agree with you. His elevator doesn't go all the way to the top.
and he's doing all these crazy things, and therefore, they're pushing him to do it, and then he'll get the feedback from it. It's not Obama. Obama would not do a lot of these things that they're getting done through Biden because he wouldn't want the fallback on it. So they're just using Biden.
Doesn't Hunter's trial start tomorrow?
I do not know that.
I'm not sure. I haven't been able to keep up with all that.
I believe that's tomorrow when Hunter's trial starts. That's going to get, oh man, I'll tell you what. Some people are going to wake up with that news.
Well, you know how it is. The news of the day is Trump's convicted. Trump's convicted. They're having parties. And other news, real low other news. Junior.
Yeah, it is really I mean, and there were all these papers have been pushing all kinds of, the conservatives are going to be rioting in the streets, they're going to be doing this and doing that. I've been watching some of that stuff, and so Beto says Obama and Mike. Yeah,
I like that, Beto.
Exactly. Yeah, Steve, they have had extremely a lot of funds going in for Trump. So it's last I heard they did the day of the jury, they did like 38 million or something in an hour or something like that, or 2 hours. It was phenomenal. And did somebody say they did 58 million in one day?
53 million in 24 hours from the time the announcement came down. The conviction came down.
Yeah, it's probably 75 million now.
Yeah, but in an exact timed 24-hour period, that's big time record breaker.
And 50,000 were new. 50,000 had never given before.
New people that had never contributed before.
Right. Like Mark, he's probably never contributed. Now he said, "You going to do that? Watch this," and sends money.
In my entire life, I have never given any politician any money whatsoever, and I'm not about to start. And it's
Barbara will send me a bad check.
Oh, so how many mega hats do you want, Barbara? Oh, is it Lucky Star? You're funny. That's funny. You want 0 hats? Okay. How about if I just send you some blank red hats?
I think you forgot the 2 in front of that 0.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right, Barbara. You left the 2 off, or was it 3? Mark got 3 hats. I think it.
I've got one from when they first came out, and it was made in China.
Well, of course. I think all the hats and stuff are made in China now.
I got some Trump ties. Silk? I think they're silk. Man, it's all in, man.
Silk ties, silk Trump ties, huh?
Yeah. You used to be allowed to sell it, then all the stores said you can't sell your stuff here no more.
Terry, darling, how are you doing?
Good to see you, 79. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I tell you, it's just, I think they've woken up the sleeping giant, Didn't they say all these conservatives are what they call, they're asleep? Well, I think they've woken that giant up.
You know,
Well, the only-
you know who, do you know who Charlemagne the God is?
I don't.
He's a black radio host, big influencer. He's the one that 4 years ago Biden went on the radio with him and said, "If you're thinking about voting for Trump, you ain't black." It was on his show where he said that. Charlemagne was on The View last week and said he wouldn't vote for either one of them. He said Biden sucks. He said that man's insane. He said, "I don't like Trump, but I'm not voting for Biden."
That's a white elephant. I like it. I like it there, Nickel.
Yeah, got to put the mascot out there too.
Yep. Is that Ivory?
I don't think so. I haven't tested it. I don't think it is. There's not enough yellowing in there. It could be. I don't think so. I collect anything that's like ivory too. So, well, Mr. Elephant died. All right, here you go. There you go. How you like my elephant, Barbara?
You know, I'd wear a 79 hat as well.
He's getting the phone calls today.
It's
Count. I got both my hands up and my feet as well.
well, you know, I was going to bring up a subject that I thought was really pretty cool about what I found out this week, and I just found out about it, and I'm gonna make sure that everybody is aware of this. Have you ever heard of chloramines or chloramines? Yes, chloramines, and I bet Sterling's heard of it.
Well, I know one thing. You're not saying it quite right, so I'm not sure. Exactly
Chloramines? Is it chloramines? It's like chlorine, but it's chloramines or something like that. So how am I mispronouncing it, Sterling?
I don't know because I don't know what you're trying to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm positive it's chloramines, and what it is there's a few states around. I don't have a list yet of all the states, but I know Oregon is one of them because I checked with with our water department, and they have taken and they're not putting in chlorine in our water anymore. They're putting chloramine. And chloramine is supposed to be better, and it lasts longer and so forth like that. And come to find out, it does last longer, stays in the pipes longer and everything, but it attacks the copper. It also attacks the lead in pipe. So it's not really.
That's what happened in the city of Flint, is they changed the chemicals in the city water, and it released all the lead from all of the sweating of the pipes that was done 100 years ago.
Exactly. And so, and that's what they're doing now, is they're changing the water. Barbara, chlorine, they're taking it out and putting chloramine in it. And I'll have a list because I talked to our water department here in the town that I live in, and he was all giving me all kinds of stuff, and he was giving me all kinds of information. So I'll get more information on this, but I did not realize, because the chloramine, when it's put in the water and you use it on your house plants, it kills the plants. It's not good for plants. Like if you put it in a garden, the garden will not be watered with chloramine.
your liver doesn't know what to do with it if you drink it.
Exactly. And Eagle Steve says just drink whiskey. I agree. That is safe. But the chloramine.
Luckily, I have a well. I have a very good well.
See, I'm on public water, and so
Terry, I agree with you. He will for about 3 days.
what? So anyway, I'm going to put some articles up about this chloramine and links to it. Hey there, Long Live Coins. Thank you for coming back. Thank you. And I'm going to put it out there so that everybody can see these links and read it, because it's I looked at the our American EPA and what they're putting in our drinking water, and I was surprised to have that. And I'm going to put a link up there for that and all the rest of the this chloramine. Now, not all the states are doing this yet, so you may want to check into your area that they're doing this, and maybe you don't have to worry about it. But I know there's quite a few states, and Oregon's one, and Washington was another, and so 79's off for meds again. Hey, there you go. So
Terry,
you got,
come on over. I've got a big bowl of Keef sitting here. It'll help.
there you go. Well, see, all my water that I drink, I run through filters, and so I don't notice it. But my plants, I've been taking tap water and feeding. Now, I had 4 avocado trees that I've had for quite a few years, and 3 of them have died on me. All of a sudden, all 3 of them died at the same time. And that's why I wanted to see what the hell's going on. Why would they die? And so one of them was 15 years old. I've had it for a long time, and it's in a huge pot. And but you avocado trees don't grow up here, so it.
What would you put them out in the summer and bring them in the winter?
Well, I tried that. You know what? I tried that one year, and even though they're really heavy to move around, the aphids got on there really bad when I set them outside. I mean, they tore them up, and it took me a while. I brought them back in the house and had to get rid of the aphids and stuff on them. So that was really bad.
I had a sister that did that with an avocado tree in Cincinnati for decades. Put it outside in the summer and bring it in the winter. But she had to cut it back at the end of every summer because it grew so much it couldn't get it back in the house. When they finally moved away from there, she gave the tree to an arboretum down in Cincinnati, and they got a big atrium with like a 30-foot ceiling. So it's in there now.
Oh, wow. It's going to get huge then, won't it?
Yeah.
See, that's one thing that my avocado trees are up. Well, the ones that survived is not as tall as the other, but I had them. They were 8 feet tall. So they were kind of a bear to move around. So give him a hug for me there, Sterling.
I don't know what the heck's wrong with him. I think he smells Terry in the neighborhood.
And you know the sad thing about this chloramine, see, you could take chlorine water and you could take it and leave it out and let it sit out overnight, and the chlorine gases and stuff would escape from the water, and you could, didn't have to worry about trying to filter it out.
Chlorine is very volatile, almost as volatile as gasoline.
Exactly. But also, too, the chloramine doesn't it won't do that. You have to use like an ultraviolet light or have a special filter to get that chloramine out. He is that that chloramine is something else, and
Oh, come on.
it is something else. And hang on here just a second. I got a phone call.
Well, Nicholas, your turn to entertain us now. Then.
Well, can I
There we
get
go.
this? Let me move this back some. There's Papa Elephant. But I can entertain. There's Papa Elephant, Mama Elephant, and Baby Elephant. Now, if that ain't entertainment, I don't know what is.
Obviously, you're lacking somewhere, my friend.
That was my brother. I got to go get him. He's having issues with that van.
I thought you got him off.
I did. He left. At 4:30 my time, he was pulling out and going leaving to go get gas and stuff like that. And he left. And he just called me from the gas. Do what?
His vehicle broke down.
Yeah, he says you turn the key on, it won't start. The starter won't engage. And I'm like, oh no, not that. So I've had electrical problems, but I've been tracing electrical problems with that thing for a while. So I've been something else gone with it. I thought I had everything. Hey, J-Dog, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming in.
Well, Barb, on a nice warm day, it's good to get in the Nile and cool off a little bit.
Yep.
But you know what? It won't be too long, my dear, before you realize that the Democrats are dangerous lunatics.
And the diehard Republicans, though, they want war all the time. And of course,
now.
So
we don't need wars, and we don't need government controlling everybody. We need freedom and the ability to take care of ourselves.
Well, other than World War II, what has a war since World War II really decided or made anything better? It hasn't.
Well, I would go all the way back to the Civil War. All wars, including the Civil War, have been bankers' wars. And the only people that gained from it were the bankers.
There are a lot of people that lost their lives in these wars. And I tell you, war is ugly. It's very ugly.
Well, look at Vietnam. I mean, look, we didn't win, but Vietnam now is not totally free economy, but they're not like they were. I mean, did we really have to fight that war? I mean, wouldn't they be the same today if we'd never had the war?
Yep, exactly. Well, because after they left in 1975, the country turned communist. That's
Rockefeller would have lost money if we didn't fight in Vietnam. He had oil wells over there that were putting money in his pocket during the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I believe that.
South China Sea. Look it up. South China Sea oil.
I'll do that. I've got to go get my brother, so I'm going to cut it off short tonight. And he's sitting on the side of the road down there, so I better go.
Send me 3 ounces of silver, and I'll send you back a Trump bust.
There you go. That sounds like a deal right there. Well, I want to tell everybody thank you for coming by, and I'll put some links up to that water, that chemicals that they're putting in our water. Be sure and look at that, and it's quite interesting to see that. Thank you, Beto. Thank you, Dean. And I will definitely be back on next Sunday, and we'll chat. And we'll see y'all later. Y'all take care. Thank you there, Nickel, and
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.
Thank you so much. I'm going to get going, and we'll
Peace
end
out,
it.
everybody.
Yep. Goodbye, everybody.